Good.
I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, she can.
Yeah. Okay, hold on, let me move forward.
Let me, if you're gonna be taking minutes, just to help,
She's not.
but just, so I guess that's a refresher, you don't have to worry about taking her, just a motion. And how they vote, how they vote. If anything goes against you, you're right.
Those species.
Okay, if it's just passes unanimously, that's good. You don't have to write.
Four pages.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I have PowerPoint. You have your PowerPoint?
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. We'll call this meeting to order at 3:06. Thank you again for waiting. Haley, people.
Yes. Jessica Mendoza. And Kevin Mackey. Mario Panera,
Present.
Debbie Bidlow, President Claudia Lewis, Anna Soto.
President Planning Commission.
Oh, Alicia.
She was not.
Alicia. Thank you, make sure, yeah. Order of business, deferrals, additions, deletions, seeing none. Public comments. Do we have any public comments?
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Debbie Bidlow. I'm the new elected student member for the Education Advisory Board. I'm so happy to be working with you all. I do have a public comment from the former student member, Maritza Costa, and it reads as follows. Dear Education Advisory Board, unfortunately, I'm out of town and unable to join you all for what I've been told has been my final meeting. It has been an honor to serve as the first ever student representative to the Education Advisory Board. I thank you all for establishing this position almost 2 years ago and giving the students of Miami Lakes schools the ability to have their voices represented. At my last student representative meeting last month, some great ideas came along. The students expressed their desire to have the town help connect with the local businesses who may be able to help with the school clubs. School clubs are constantly looked for many ways for getting funding and supplies. The students felt that it would be powerful for the EAB to create some type of educational registry for Miami Lakes clubs can sign up for with the need that they have for funding, materials, or then just local businesses can go to the registry and choose what they need to match. I think this is an amazing idea and I project for the EAB to take on. Some students are also mentioned it may be helpful to provide an ESOL parent night workshop, just how we had a mental health parent workshop. Thank you all once again, and I wish you luck to all. I will see you guys around, and I know Haley will do a great job. So, right to class.
Moving on to principal's report. Who would like to go first?
Before we go any further, what school are you,
Robert Bowman.
Pablo?
Yes.
Awesome.
Gators.
Let's go.
In fact, we'll jump ahead. In fact, Haley, you want to go ahead and present yourself to them, let them know what school you are,
Okay.
your aspirations, your goals, your
Yes.
life.
Hi, everyone. Again, my name is Haley Pietro. I'm a junior at Barbara Goldman Senior High. I'm the president of Law and Society. I'm in the Law Minor program, and I aspire to be an attorney, working for family law or business. I attended Miami Lakes State Great Center, so I was a former owl. And I'm excited to be working with you all.
Thank you. So Haley's gonna be taking Ritz's position. We do, I believe, help her just get set up that first meeting with all the student organizations and members, so we can get that going. Moving on to the principal's report. Who wants to go first?
Well, I'll go first since Maritza is no longer here. Good afternoon, everyone. Maria Medina, principal of Miami Lakes Middle School. I want to start by saying thank you to the EAB for always being so generous and always supporting our schools and everything that we do. Academics this year was we feel that we did very well. Grades are still not out. There's some conversations up at the state level as to when they will be. So we're all awaiting that. The enrollment at the school is steady. Right now, we were about 10 students below what we were last school year. A couple of courses that we added this school year to our curriculum. We added Algebra 2, we added Chemistry, AP Spanish. And we also added a course in keyboarding to extend our visual and performing arts program. This year, our band finally went back to the town's Veterans Parade, which we were very happy about. They participated in the Cars for Cure. They went to Orlando to one of the festivals and they came back, came back with an excellent. They went to MPS and did Superior. And then we had, you know, the traditional holiday shows, etc. Our dance team as well competed and received both Superior and Excellent in their competition. Our drama program as well did very well. This year we had sports, boys and girls volleyball, flag football, basketball, softball, bowling, cross country. We were able to compete regionally in volleyball, flag, basketball, and the softball. Big year for our legal studies program. This year they, through Project Citizens, worked in conjunction with Vice Mayor Fernandez and did receive a resolution from the town council to start a student advisory board that would be working directly with the town council on getting student voice and having students participate in the civil process and how important it is to be part of our community involvement in political, any type of political work that the town is involved in. That project went to District 1, it won at state, and now it's at the national level for, you know, for competition. So we're looking forward to maybe bringing back a trophy for Project Citizen. As we start getting ready for 2024-25, yeah, we're working on master schedule, you know, working and getting things prepared for our students, working on orientation, new student orientation, which will be on August the 10th, 2024. And that's pretty much in a nutshell. We did a lot of things and I could sit here forever, but I know that I need to move it on. I have a 2-minute mark. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay, does anybody have any questions for Mr. Diaz?
No questions? Thank you.
Ready?
Oh, just one.
Yeah.
How's the no cell phone policy?
It's going.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've been able to keep it for the
Yeah.
local?
Yeah. It'll be there next year too. Yeah.
All right, guys, Yosef Fernandez, principal of Miami Lakes Educational Center, and Technical College. For now. Emily C finished the year strong, graduating 207 seniors on May 30th. Some of who accepted scholarships to universities such as UM, UF, and Duke. One of our IT students, Leonardo Valdivia, won the $40,000 Amazon scholarship. He was one of 6 students in the district. We finished the year with a true graduation rate of 98%, which is 1 percentage point above the previous year. Our VITA Center, led by our finance teacher, Ms. Marisol Villanueva, was the only student-led IRS certified tax filing program of NDCPS. They completed taxes for 62 community members for free. This is a program that we will look to expand next year. Very cool. With regards to recruiting and enrollment, we had over 1,200 students apply for next year's freshman class, of which 345 accepted their seats. We currently have 1125 students future to the school next year, which represents a significant increase in enrollment for us, and it'll generate at least 3 teaching positions is what I've been told. With regards to test results, we had a stellar year. Our algebra went from 76 to 80% proficiency. We get results a lot quicker now. I'm sure you guys have seen this. It's a beautiful thing. Our bio did really well, went from 69 to 77. US history went up 16 points from 72 to 88. And our ELA remained from 81 to 82% this year. Geometry did take a hit, which we were expecting because our best geometry teacher was on maternity leave, so we went from 93 to 76 there. And acceleration improved by 1 percentage point. Something interesting taking place at MLC at this week's board meeting will be the splitting of the high school and the technical college. I'm very excited to report that a new principal has been named to oversee all aspects of the technical college moving forward. The Magnet High School will continue to be led by the current administrative team. One last item, the college is up for re-accreditation this coming December by the Council of Occupational Education, which is COE. This is a process that takes place every 4 years. The last time that we did this was back in 2020 in the midst of a pandemic. And I like to go on record and thank those teachers and administrators who have been working all year to ensure that that visit in December is successful. So,
Any questions? Any news on the name change?
no,
No,
one year.
no. Good. Good. Perfect.
Can I change your name?
Next.
No, go ahead.
He's gonna go next, but before, I need to remind my principals, you do not use teacher names here because Manny Sanchez writes them down.
Yeah, so.
I don't access that CPN. What was that, John? Good afternoon, I'm Manny Sanchez, Manuel Sanchez, Principal Barbara Bowman Senior High. We had a phenomenal year last year. We were named the top 100 highest schools in the state of Florida by US News. We also received the Magnet School of Distinction. We were an A school. This year we looked at our scores. Well, we were A school last year. I can't say we're an A school this year, but we're going to be an A school this year. So we had a clean sweep. It's very rare that you were able to improve in every single area, and we improved in every single area: reading, math, geometry, algebra, biology, US history, acceleration, and graduation, all improved from the previous year, which is very, very tough to do. Usually, you know, that's a credit to all my teachers and staff that work extremely hard. You know, sometimes you take from Peter to pay Paul, you do all the math, and then you lose reading a little bit, and so on and so forth. But we were able to maintain that and increase in every area. We administered 2,200 AP tests this year. We have over 145,000 volunteer hours, our senior class. Our graduation rate is actually 99.994. We have 5 students who are pending. They're taking their tests this week, so hopefully we'll be close to 100. We had over 26 million in scholarships. We had our senior class had 3,144 college credits taken. We had 3 students with an AA that graduated with an AA as well as a college high school diploma. We had a Questbury Scholar, a Posse Scholar, a Gates Scholar, National Merit Scholar. We had a finalist in Leo Ladeira. He's going to Yale. And we have for the first time in the history of school, a National Merit Scholar win. So that's like of all the top kids, the top of the top of the top. There it's a percentile, like it compares kids to kids. So if you get a score of a 98, 1 year you could be a merit scholar, and 1 year you won't be if people did even better. So that was Janelle Quiros, and she's going to UF. She probably could have gone anywhere she wanted to, but she wanted to go to UF, and that's the only place she applied, and she got in. We had our first ever female state champion in the javelin, Lydia Kentis, so that was a cool thing. We were district champs in badminton and girls track and field, and we were district runners up in flag football and boys volleyball, and we made the playoffs, the real regular playoffs, not the independent league playoff, for the first time in like 15 years in football. So that was awesome. Our Jules dance team finished 5th in the nation this year. Next year, we're looking to add boys and girls golf to kind of be in conjunction with the first tee that's happening over there. So hopefully we'll be able to field the team. I mean, we need 5 and 5. So hopefully we'll get enough kids that are interested in it. I think the only sport we don't have currently, once we have golf, is lacrosse. 60 different clubs. Our enrollment is about the same. We're projected to be about 2,950 kids. Transportation is always a big issue for us. We need more buses. I think we have 6 buses that service the school, and the more buses we can get, the more diverse our population can be. School-wide, we're adding another 125 computer stations, renovating the auditorium, and we will have driver's ed next year, real driver's ed with cars and field, and so, well, it'll be interesting. Because I've seen these kids drive in the parking lot. I can't imagine how they drove before they started driving in the parking lot. But that is being actually renovated. Today was the first day. Currently have 750 freshmen coming in for the following school year. So, go Gators.
And the Panthers are one win away from
The Panthers are one. And Palenque is really good for pizza.
Any questions?
Also, a comment will be.
Sure, I don't know, how I'm gonna follow that.
We should let him go last.
Right? Yeah, next time. I'm Lilibet Sosa, I'm the assistant principal at Hialeah Miami Lakes Senior High School here for Mr. Ramirez. We ended up the school year at HML with a 98% graduation rate, even though we have a few pending students that likewise were trying to get to land and pass their exams. The projected school grade is a B. We're hoping that it stays there. We were able to do all of the state assessments. I didn't bring all the specific numbers on this one, so I'm gonna spare you that. So we're waiting for the release of the school grades, but we had a very successful testing season where we were able to use all of our computer labs to test, for example, all of 10th grade in one day, for example, biology, or 11th grade in one day for US history, which means more instructional time and less time in testing for the students taking the test as well as everyone else in the building. We are currently increasing the number of courses that we offer through via Miami-Dade for our dual enrollment program. We did have one student graduate with their associate's degree this year. Next year, I'm happy to say that we're gonna have over 10 students graduating with their associate's degree from Miami-Dade, from our Blue and Orange Success Society, where we're trying to essentially help them to have a successful transition from the high school to the college side. We did also have the award-winning Model UN team that participated in multiple competitions this year, and national winning speech and debate team, where actually went to Northwestern University this year for the first time ever to compete, and the girls did great. We have one of our students that became El Orgullo de Nuestra Juventud from Univision, Jasmine Martinez. We have 7 students that won the National Merit Award of Distinction as well, some from the College Board, and other students that won the Merit for Minorities, so for Black African American students and Hispanic students as well. Our band continues to do well. We did get superiors this year. In sports, our volleyball became district champions, and our track team went all the way to states as well. We continue to try to build our sports program, especially football we've been trying to work on for a while. We also received this year an award from Fairchild Gardens for having over 20 years of excellence. So our school has essentially received awards every year for the past 20 years from the Fairchild Challenge in all of their categories. So we celebrated our teacher as well. And last but never least, construction is up and popping for our planetarium and the state-of-the-art courtroom. Our planetarium is now fully demolished. It's crazy to see that in there, the same as a courtroom, and we hope that these new projects, along with a new magnet, will help us to attract and recruit more students to the school. Even though we are maintaining enrollment, hopefully as we shift and we continue to build the courthouse and open a new magnet that will go with planetariums and sort of STEM careers, we'll be able to attract more students to us.
Thank you. And you said your enrollment was at?
I can't tell you the number off the top of my head. I want to say the last time I looked at it was 1302. A year, but
For the year,
how about a year?
which means 14 to 15 months. Normally.
That's gonna be exciting. There's nothing around that like that here.
Which and the state board of
Boys.
Were you able to find a coach for the football team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we did hire a new a coach for the football team, a new athletic director. So they're actually the married couple.
Wow.
Good. Family.
Oh, they're actually physically, they're really mad. You're just saying like, oh, they're married, like, you know.
No.
They're gonna be working together.
They're gonna-
It could be either really good or.
We hope it goes well. We hope it goes well. Thank you. Any questions? No? Next.
Good afternoon. My name is Yesenia Martinez. I'm the proud principal of Bogdan Education Center. We closed out the year with 1501 students. Of course, we've lost our 8th graders to high school, but our registrations are coming in across all grade levels. So I do foresee that will be, that will surpass perhaps the 1,500 number again. We are very proud and encouraged by the results of our students' state assessments this year. We've always been an A. We've been an A since the inception of the school. Our school opened 21 years ago. This is gonna be our 22nd year. And of course, it didn't grade us the first year, but we've been an A for 20 years. And I know we're not supposed to say our school grade, but our data looks very, very amazing. And we do foresee, of course, another A this year. And that's thanks to the work of not only our teachers and our support personnel, but also our parents. Our parents are very involved in our school. And that collaboration makes all the difference in school. Because of course, as all of us have, we've all worked in different schools. And when you don't have that support from the home, that bridge, it's very difficult to sustain academic excellence in school. So we're very fortunate to have parents in this town that collaborate with our teachers and our support personnel and administration. With that being said, we have very strong PTSA. In order to celebrate our students' accolades and how well they did academically this year and on the state assessments, they have blast days. They had one blast day at the PLC. And they had 2 days at the middle school, at the elementary and middle school at the main campus to allow the students enough time. They had a big carnival. It was very nice. They also gave free tickets to students who scored a 3, 4, or 5 on the assessments and to those that moved from a 1 to a 2 or 2 to a 3. So they gave back a lot to the student body. Very thankful for that. I'm also very thankful to the town. The money that we get, and of course, this board, the money that we get for the vocabulary course. Our students did very good on the PSAT. We scored, our data was anywhere from 1101 until the 1400s. I mean, the students did really good on the PSAT on the 8th grade. That's one of the few middle school courses that we offer. We offer 4, we're adding an additional 2 this year. 1 in math and 1 in science. So we continue to push and our parents enjoy that. And our students do as well. Our students do very well academically. What else do we have? We got a new court, which includes pickleball at our school. We got resurfaced, not a new court. We got resurfaced and it's really amazing. They really needed it. The students were getting hurt. So, maintenance was amazing and resurfacing it and it looks really good. What else do we have? Like I said, our data was amazing. Everything was an upward trend. And our Algebra 1 students scored a 97% proficiency. Across all grade levels, we did really, really good. We had awards assemblies, we had promotions, we had banquets, we had end of year performances that were all well attended by parents and stakeholders within our community. And in regards to the money that the town gives us, not only vocabulary, we also get the STEM money. And with the STEM money, we also funded our robotics and our STEM program and our club. So we're very thankful for that. And of course, you guys also pay for the supplement with the vocabulary. And basically in a nutshell, and it's really hard when you have a kid, and I'm sure that you could agree, we test a lot, because it's not only middle school or elementary or high school, it's like we test elementary, middle, so it's a big monster. So when we start testing, it's like, we don't stop testing. And it's really amazing that the kids perform so well and the teachers keep it together and so do the parents, because some parents, they have multiple children at the school and the stresses of like having perhaps doctor's appointments or what have you, it's difficult. And they still come through. So we're very thankful to our parents and the community at large.
Your STEM program, I know they usually go to a competition this year.
Yes, they went to competitions, they did very well.
Any other questions? Yeah.
Good afternoon, Annalise Ferrer, principal at Miami Lakes K-8 Center. Like my colleague, we also had a very successful school year at Miami Lakes. The closing of the year was very smooth.
We were able to have a lot of celebratory activities for our students as well. They worked really hard. So our PTSA did a fun day, so similar to what Jasenia does at Bob Graham, we also had something for the students. It was a lot of fun. We had awards assemblies also for every grade level. We start May 11th, so it's like we go all the way to the end, the last basically day of May in awards assemblies, just because we do individual for every single grade level. And we host most of them in the cafetorium that we have, and then we have our 8th grade one at Barbara Bowman as, the graduation there for our students. So it was very nice. Everything went well. Testing also went very smooth. All students were tested and the data has been coming in well with increases both overall in reading and math proficiency. Thanks to the money that, the town provides and this committee, we've also been able to offer and continue to offer the vocabulary and communications honors course. Our students also took the PSAT and they did very, very well. 81% of them basically scored in the 75 percentile or higher. So that was our teacher was very excited about that. We were also able to continue to fund our robotics club, our STEAM competitions, and we were also able to purchase a lot of STEM supplies for our teachers and, our science teachers in the classroom to do a lot of the labs with the students. So that was very, very helpful and greatly appreciated as well. We currently have about 24 elective offerings in middle school, which is definitely a lot for a K-8. We have our specialized academies, mostly in STEAM and law studies. However, our main focus and goal is to not limit ourselves in those two academies only, but to continue to bring about a myriad of different electives for all students so that we can basically find different kinds of electives that every child can be interested in. So that's going to be our continued pursuit at the school as far as the elective offerings. Our student services department started about 2 years ago, not continuing, but they started providing different meetings for the parents because we had a lot of concerns with mental and emotional health. So they started doing a lot of parent meetings, which have turned out very well. We're going to continue that into the new school year. At first, the turnout was, not as great, but this year we had more and more parents attend. And we did different topics, mental and emotional health, testing tips, strategies for success, and just different topics that sometimes we go by what the district puts out and then they go and they piggyback on that. And sometimes they've also united with the parent academy topics and we bring that to the students. So we felt that has been helpful. The parents gave us good feedback on that. Our school participated in many competitions and contests this year where we ranked very well in the Law Academy. We participated in the Bowman mock trial. We had 2 Best Witness awards. Also in the Model UN for Bowman, they won Best Delegation. We also participated in the Miami-Dade Model UN and we were able to achieve the Secretary General's Award. This was the first time in the school's history with the Law Academy that we've been able to accomplish this. And we had the highest performing school and the conference had over 250 students from all over South Florida. So we were very excited about that. We also took home in that competition the Best Delegation in the Security Council. At the Trojan Model UN 2, we had Best Delegation as well. In FBLA, we had several placements in the district competitions. Our students also participated in the state competition in Orlando, and we had a state finalist there. We had a first place winner in leadership, financial literacy, and digital citizenship. We also have an industry certification program at the school, and this year we had 52 students well, actually we had 70 students, but 52 of those students achieved their digital tool certificate with, so they have the industry certification. Over 74% of the students passed. And we also had a division winner for the Lemon City Heritage Essay Contest. We had a first place winner. Our school once again achieved the Everglades Foundation Gold designation, and we're on our way to achieving once again the same gold designation. Hopefully platinum, but definitely gold once again. We've been gold for the past 5 years now, so we're shooting for the platinum hopefully. Our enrollment is currently at 12,212, and we are projected to be higher than it was last school year. We're projected to be about 50 students higher than this amount. So our enrollment continues to be steady and growing. We're already in the process, like everybody else, of opening for next school year. So working on the master schedule, orientation and meet and greet dates have already been, they're already in place and advertised and on our website. So just getting ready.
Thank you. Any questions?
I have one for the principal. So for next school year, if you had a top, maybe one or two things on your wish list that you could ask us for. Let's dream big. Why not? What would you like for next year, for this school year? Is there anything that you could say that maybe we could help you with? That you are not maybe already getting helped with? If there is something else that you want to put up. And I know I'm putting you on the spot, but you can think about it, and then tell me later. I mean, I know you need buses. I wrote that down. I wrote that down for buses. Yeah, if there's anything else, let us know, because we're gonna brainstorm ideas how to get more funding in, through local businesses in the community and see what we can do to help you. But we would like to know what your needs are. I know we're getting a lot of money to the elementary schools, but I don't know if the high schools need something kind of.
So just for me, there are times where, we can't pull from our budget. Like right now I have 80 students, or I had 80 students this morning. They're reporting for a camp.
Mhm.
Okay, they're gonna be there all week except for Wednesday because it's a holiday. And so I've sent my CAP advisor to try to go get donations from the community, see if we can get them lunch or things like that, so that to incentivize them to come out. Because that's not something that I can normally pay out of my budget unless it, take it from special purpose or something like that.
Okay.
And so for me in particular, it's not, it's not the computer, it's being able to have funds to spend on those sort of incentives that we don't normally get funded for.
And that camp, you foresee having it next year again?
Yeah.
And what's the name of the camp or what?
So it's basically, or my CAP advisor, so all high school students now are on this platform, I'm drawing a blank now, the platform where they declare and the score platform. So, and it's spelled Squire, right? SCOIR. So through SCORE, they apply for financial aid, they work on resumes, they declare what universities they'll be applying for. So we have it every year in the summers for incoming seniors. So, rising seniors. And so we were expecting 50 students to show up. We had 82 this morning.
Okay.
And so, which is a great problem to have, and now I gotta scramble to try to get them, so I told her, Friday, we'll order pizza,
If you had like a number, they could give me a budget
Yeah,
number.
what would be your
So
budget?
what would be your budget?
yeah, I don't know, for this particular,
Yeah.
At least $7,000.
no. No, I think it's $300 we can probably cover those days. No, I'm just saying, no, I mean, so I told the kids that I would pay for Friday.
80 kids with $300.
I know.
Please tell me where you think 30 kids.
Pizza, man, pizza's really inexpensive. Pizza's inexpensive, I'm not, yeah.
If it's less than seven.
Actually, I don't eat them. So, yeah, I mean, we drafted a letter and I've sent my CAP advisor and my community liaison specialist out to see what they can bring back. And so we'll see,
If you could email us that letter? that'd
Yeah,
be great,
absolutely,
So that for next year,
absolutely.
we can hopefully help with that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Anybody else, if you think of anything else, let us know. I don't know, do we have an email or something where they can?
They have to email Isle and then Isle.
Yeah, so email Isle if you have any special requests, and then she'll get that to us and we can discuss it in our meetings and figure out a
Yep.
way to get to the funding.
And you guys, with the vocabulary class that you guys got, Janelle, who's a National Merit Scholar, was from
There you go.
Yeah, Bob.
That's your
Bob
results
Graham,
that we
and
were
then
talking about.
the National Merit finalist was from Miami-Dade K. So it is a building process, and you get them there at the middle school, and then you come to high school, and they continue success.
We had the town council approve us for spelling. Obviously, it's something that's in the elementary level, perhaps in the middle school, but we wanted to make it more competitive. We wanted to get some sponsors, get a trophy not only for the school, but for the child as well. But we wanted to get your input on how we can get that done. Especially for you two. 'cause- Yeah. I know that I know Kevin had told us that there's a handbook for the spelling bee.
Yes.
And we can get that, you can get that to Al, so we could, we would kind of do it in the chambers. But we would need you guys to start, and then, I guess, top 5 of each school, then we bring them into, that event. Something.
Yeah, I know they participated at the district level before, So, yeah, we could definitely. do
For the high school, we haven't figured out what we kind of competition we want to do, but we want to create something that they.
Full contact spelling.
Yeah.
You can spell the words, but the tackles.
Well, there's the brain bowl,
There's
the
a brain
brain bowl
bowl,
that
yeah.
Maurice does that, no?
Oh, the
Is it-
civics bowl?
The civics bowl, the civics bowl, but maybe we could come up with some sort of
Something.
brain bowl or something that we could do between the high schools.
And then we did get the digital flyer started going. I think that comes out in,
I think the administration right now is reviewing for some final changes, but it's pretty much done at this point. I hope it's, and I can share it with.
correct, insurance with all of the final copy. That's something we want to get out to the community, to make sure it gets blasted to the new members, and it goes on the, newsletter as well. So,
I think maybe before we share it, also if you share it with the government affairs, just so that they're aware.
Yeah, we've tried to go through that, but it's a little bit of a longer process, so
Yeah.
I think this year I'll be emailing you directly to get that information from you. So we can do that a lot quicker, because this year it took a long time to get information back
You
from
can
you.
get it to me and I'll get it to them.
Okay, we'll be emailing, I'll get all your emails and then we'll do that.
oh, okay.
Hi guys, I'm intergovernmental affairs.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, so you're sitting over there.
Any other questions?
Okay.
No. So seeing that there's none, we already introduced our student member. I know that the principals had a long day, so we can, at this time, we can go ahead and submit it yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Crystal Gooday.
I think what were you?
Yes, to get on to the city council agenda. Thank you.
Somebody can find
Yeah, that was me.
Oh,
That was me.
Bye.
We have my email address already. Nice to see you. All right, have a good one. I'm gonna give her my email address and then I'll be, well,
Yeah.
Last
we'll get-
name,
we'll
good.
get-
yes,
Thank
please.
you for coming. Have a great summer. Thank you.
You're good. Kate Betty and Dave.
Yes, please share with us.
Thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you so much. And
Thank
if
you.
there's anything you need from me, do you have any questions for me?
To be honest, the only issue that we always have with intergovernmental affairs is the time sensitive.
Yeah, getting things.
Okay.
It's getting, yeah, it's.
Because we
it
had to
takes
email
forever.
some of the
Correct.
principals to get some of their information. I mean, not, like I did, because we couldn't get their information faster.
Okay.
with-
I'm actually pretty new. I've been
Okay.
in the office for about 2 months, so I think that that could alleviate some of that.
Awesome. So we'll, and you have her contact.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we can get it. Perfect.
So I'm actually the director of community development and public outreach, so.
That is
Awesome.
great,
Thank
because that's
you
what
to the
helps us
extra
get those,
person.
Yes, to get that.
yeah, get those messages out to the schools
To the
as well,
schools.
so.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to leave or do I need to stay for the rest?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so
much.
much for having me and
Thank
inviting
you.
us, and please invite us. I know we usually come to EAB meetings,
Yeah.
so I will get this to Eilette, who is
Okay.
my supervisor, and we'll go from there.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
for
so much,
coming.
guys.
Thank
Have a good one.
Thank you.
You.
Where are we at?
She's, I don't think she's getting ready,
Claudia,
yeah.
well, she had,
She had a doctor's appointment, and she was saying
she forgot.
she was backed up. In Gables,
Oh, yeah, no, Jesus.
Yeah.
So,
so we're gonna have to meet next month. We don't usually meet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so just put the meeting back for,
July 1. That's
you
the,
guys know when we meet?
And then the other question, do you know if this was time sensitive, the Miami Lakes Middle?
Honestly, that was a good question for her.
Because either way, I can't even vote on
Yeah, one, we can't vote on it. I think, did I,
We
send you
discussed
guys-
it?
did I send you guys all? Yeah,
it.
you guys can discuss it.
it.
There's no vote. I guess to put you guys all in the loop, because I don't know if I sent an email to all of the AD.
Yeah.
I think, yes, I think I did. I did, but, right? Right, did send
I
you
got
guys
an
an
email
email?
about it.
Yes.
I got an email. about it.
Okay, I just want to make sure. But you probably weren't a part of this email because I think you were added after the fact.
Right.
So just as a little bit of background. The town, through the EAB funding, every year we give a set amount of dollars to AP language arts
Uh-huh.
and STEM.
Mhm.
So this is like a set amount. You can see it actually, as part of your agenda, there's a budget. So we give 26,500, which is the AP Language Arts, and that's distributed between 2 or 3 schools. Don't quote me on that, or something around that. And then the STEM, I think is, and I think the STEM is divided between 2 schools, if I'm not mistaken. I can look that up for you guys, but something around those lines, that's done every year. So what seems to be the problem is that, Miami Lakes Middle School, I guess the way the district and the schools work, they earmark the funds. And they have to give us a letter every year, okay, this is what the funds are for, like, we have documentation. It
Right.
seems like they didn't end up using the funds for that. And now they have this amount of money that they wanna use on something else related to the course, but not what they originally told us, it was something else. So now we don't have authorization to just let them change the funds without like council approval. So EAB needs to approve, hey, you wanna allow this change of what the money's gonna be used for, and then you guys take that directive to council and get their approval. And then go.
Did she vote over the phone?
No.
Did she vote over the phone or she,
There's no voting.
There's no
by
voting.
proxy.
But we can move it to July, but the
But
other
I
thing that
will
we have to
say-
take in mind,
It sounded like they needed it, like,
yeah,
even when I talked to them, it sounded like it was a thing.
urgent.
Yeah, like, because I think they called me like a week before the school year end. So,
You have her number? The lady from Miami Lakes?
so,
They don't even.
her, Miss Gooding that was here is the staff member that is the person that reached out to me, letting me know about the issue and what they needed. She works for intergovernmental affairs.
Right.
send her an email that unfortunately we're gonna have forum and we're gonna have to table it to the next meeting.
Yeah.
Quick question.
But take into consideration that we don't meet until, we're gonna have to ask for July, then to go to council, have to trade with somebody. Because we don't mean, we don't report.
Right,
Or
or.
people, isn't
so-
3 a quorum? 3 is a quorum, because we only have 5.
You guys have 6.
Oh, because, yeah.
Then you have
because they- because
That's
not-
true.
not-
Question, for the meeting minutes, do I just like not do them then, or like,
I'm sorry?
for the meeting minutes, do I just like not do
She
them?
doesn't.
or-
Yeah.
Just general, very,
Who was
very,
here?
very
This one was here,
general.
this one quorum was not
Yeah.
there,
No, forum was not.
okay.
This was discussed and that's really it.
Now, on the topic of the minutes, is that an issue?
The minutes are all in now.
Yeah, but is that an issue that we don't have to approve them
You'll
now?
have to approve them on the next
Next
agenda.
month.
And then, other than that, we'll have to just, yeah, we'll do that.
Well, if you guys do want to do them, I guess the chair can call a meeting, so it's fine. I had already canceled it on the calendar. But that's fine, we can look for availability for other days. Yeah, because the time, you guys only meet at 6, right?
Yeah.
That's not gonna work, and now there's a meeting. There's like a council meeting that day, so
What if they are the meeting, the rest of the committee meeting,
when,
yeah, in July,
their normal,
there's normal,
their normal, I mean, they're spread out. so.
but there's not one day.
No, there is, I
To
just have to
pick
go
it
to the calendar, yeah. Yes, of course there is.
Just to make sure that day is okay with everyone else too, because
That's
that's
the other thing.
right,
That's the same thing.
yeah.
She said she was coming.
I don't know why she told Abel at 3 o'clock, but.
But, yeah,
If you set it, I think if we set it for a later time, also Kevin can be here. And that's the issue.
what's the later time?
6.
Like, that's the
I
time
don't
you guys
mind.
normally meet,
We
though,
meet
right?
at 6, yeah. we
You
do like
guys
6.
normally meet at
6, we meet at
No, you
6.
guys normally meet at
So if
6.
you put it at 6, I think everybody can meet at that time.
6 or 7, whatever.
Yeah, I know this one's a little different,
Prince.
but I normally have you guys for 6.
Well, we get to 7, I don't think why not.
Yeah, you guys normally meet at 6.
We had to do 7, if it'll mean everybody's here, I'd rather. push it out.
I can.
Yeah, I don't have a problem meeting at 7, my other.
Whatever you need.
committee meets at 7, so no problem meeting at 7. Do you have a problem? Do you want to go
It's 7 PM in July.
in July,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
Find what day, send us an email, and then we'll
Yeah,
pick a
get
day.
a confirmation from everybody.
Yeah.
yeah.
'Cause we can't vote on.
So this is just for the July one?
Yeah, because we have to.
So then your regularly scheduled meeting that I should have you guys back.
Still have time, but still,
We'll have you guys Monday, August
July.
26th.
end of July,
Is your last meeting.
Yeah.
So that will be.
So
his
we'll
last
try to
meeting.
do early.
So
July.
we have to, yes.
Do you know by when? I mean, I'll check with you.
check with Gina with the last day to block there. That way we can schedule that. Mhm.
Yeah.
Is there anything you need from me? Something special?
We just have to meet.
When I saw them, I didn't know them, but I
my kids went to all
Their schools, yeah, no, they're,
And, fabulous. I have dental work. I said, if I have to speak,
no, it's okay.
I was surprised that each of them were fair, that they didn't.
She didn't introduce herself,
No.
because when you said, yeah. Well, let's call the meeting to order so we can.
Yes, I'll call this meeting to order at, 35th.
Happy birthday.